Hey, Tej here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting on a 4-hour time frame, let's take a look at the structure here starting from around 48k downwards from around the 28th of March. Now on this one, the first count that I'm showing you is this one overall, where we had the structure from all-time highs as an A, B and C coming down. The issue we had was on this first leg, having to get this 5-way structure is a bit tricky, but is doable, although this is more likely or has the better look as a 3-way structure. Now on this one though, we are labeling this as a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 coming down. It is possible that the wave 5 is already completed here at the lows of June 19th around the 17.5k area. We'll look into this smaller time frame in just a moment. The other scenario overall is that we've had this structure as a ABC here, WXY and WX and Y. Now this structure overall here on the wave Y is, or at least I have done or labeled it as a ABC into W, but again W within wave Y is not allowed, or this complex structure within wave Y is not allowed according to the original Elliott Wave book. So yeah, take this as a word of caution, I guess. Depends on your views overall, if you want to be believing in that, or if you can allow complex structures within complex structures. Now overall though, this looks better with this overall WXY, but saying that we would have this as a 535 is possible. We do have an extension here as well, saying that we are possibly already done. So if you want to be believing in the original one and saying that we have done or corrected the whole structure down here, it is possible. So yeah, just wanted to present the options here. Now let's zoom into this structure here at last. So again, on this one we were looking for A, B and C coming down. At the moment we have two different options. We have this as a 1, 2, this whole structure as a 3, looking for wave 4 and then 5. Now wave 4 is getting really extended. We can compare the wave 4 to wave 2 and wave 3 separately. Here we have the yellow comparison to the wave 2. We see that we are already more than 1-to-1 extension. The white one here is again comparing it to this wave 3, and both of these are lining up here at around the 28th of June morning, at least my time, GMT +3 or UTC +3. So yeah, it is possible that this is still a wave 4, but as we are looking at other indices like S&P 500 and Nasdaq or Dow Jones, those are, all of them are more likely to saying that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then they have already done something like this. They have corrected like 50% of this whole structure, giving it more likely to be a finished structure here than a pullback and continuation. On Bitcoin, however, we have not done that according to this count, but it is still possible. I have this different scenario here only for this structure here, so I'm not going to be going over this one as it has the same structure overall, having a wave 3 here, looking for wave 4. Now the different structure overall is this one that I just mentioned, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we have not really received a good pullback after this point, and that is something that we really need. Usually the target at the minimum that we would be looking for a 3-way pullback of this first leg is a 38.2%. So we would need to get to around 23.3k if we want to have a good looking structure, or at least okay looking structure overall. So that is my main goal at the moment on the short time frame. But let's take a look at closer what do we have here inside. Let's go to 15-minute, close this, check this out. So in the bearish sense, if we are still looking for that possible wave B or a wave 4, this scenario is still playing out. We can have this as a WXY into W, again WXY into X, and then we could be looking for higher prices. 1-to-1 extension here is at 23.8k, give or take, and the minimum we would like to see the wave Y to go to is at 22.32. Overall, I don't really like this count how I've labeled it before. I feel like these are substructures of this whole thing. So at the moment, I'm out of it. I don't want to trade this chop. It is really choppy. You can see that all of the retracements are going to the tops, basically to the tops that we had previously. So of course, taking longs on these support areas like this one, we had support here, this was, oh sorry, support here, resistance, and then all of this zone basically here was now a very good looking structure to take longs, but not with Elliott Wave structures in mind at least. So be careful if you want to be longing this, longing this. Overall, we can see on RSI that we've had lower highs created. This last high though, I think it is a bit higher than the previous one. Overall though, we have this downtrend coming in. We did break that here, if we are just doing it with a trend line, and yeah, we could be now getting that last pump higher. Hopefully we'll get this solved before Monday, as Monday seemed to be again one of those days that we're going to be having a lot of volume. There's going to be some kind of trading tournament or trading world championships or something like that. I don't know. I'm not going to be taking part of those. I'm just going to do my thing and my videos and my trading on the side. I'm not going to be participating in that, but again, it's good to or at least acknowledge that is happening. So yeah, more volume to come. Bullish scenario, let's take a look at that as well. Some of the counts are saying that we had something ended here, whether it is that A wave or whether it is something of a completed count completely, or completing the higher time frame structures overall down here. We could be looking this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a possible wave 1 or a wave A. Then again, 3 waves back, and then we would be having to look into this structure as bullishly as we could. That is going to be a nightmare, so I'm not going to be doing this. The first leg could be 5 waves here, and it is okay-ish looking. Not perfect by any means. And then we would have to have this as a some kind of expanding diagonal or expanding flat. So yeah, that makes it less likely, because usually we just have a 3-way structure in here, but I really can't get a 5-way structure in here. So this it is most likely. So after that point again, we have this mess of overlapping structures everywhere. Good luck. I'm not going to be claiming that this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, nor can I really easily claim that this is some kind of diagonal, which most likely it is, but before it is finished, it is kind of hard to see as there is so much chop here. But again, we'll see. But you know, my expectations are on lower time a bit higher and then continuing the dump downwards. But that is pretty much everything I wanted to share today. If you have other accounts you would like to share, there's a link to my Discord server in the description below. Also, if you would like me to update certain other assets, let me know in the comments below. But for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.